Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. So let's keep on playing with our friend Batman. So you can see we're level 28, Team Hero, Mentor Batman, Power Gadget, Weapon Martial Arts, and Movement Acrobatics. So last time we helped out our friend Aquaman, who was captured or he was manipulated by the evil Cersei. Now we're going to go help our friend Captain Marvel, aka Shazam. Although you will see in some places in the game, even though the character is officially rebranded Shazam pretty much since the New 52, there's a few places where the character is still referred to as Captain Marvel. If we look here, it says here we have to speak with Captain Marvel in the Diamond District Police Department. All the changes have not been made everywhere to call the character Shazam for some reason. So let's go to the Watchtower. And I guess we're going to see the new model for our friend Shazam. Let's take a look at that little guy there first. Oh, he changed. That's pretty cool, actually. I probably should have gone just too late. So today we should be fighting a whole bunch of zombies. So let's go see our friend Captain Marvel. So you can see here our friend is still labeled as Captain Marvel, but you can see we have the new
Hello, I'm
the new Captain Marvel model.
We must save Faust's victims and prevent Black Adam from making a terrible mistake. He believes Felix Faust can raise his wife, Isis, from the dead, but evil acts have evil results. We must stop this ritual.
Wonder Woman here. My greetings. The foul necromancer Felix Faust is targeting innocents to steal their souls and power a ritual to bring Black Adam's wife Isis back from the grave. No good can come of this. We must save these people and stop
Oh, I didn't realize I would cut her off. It happens. Here we can see a nice picture of our friend Victor Freeze. So in case this is the first video you guys are watching, if you look at the minimap to the top right corner, you can see a big yellow arrow that basically tells you where to go for your next mission. But, something I always say, never pass up a free exobyte. Actually, we got more than one. Oh no, just one. We got some elf metal as well. So if you guys have been playing the latest DLC, Justice League Dark, it happens pretty much in this area, in an alternate version of this part of Gotham. And there should be a side quest. Oh, there it is. So as usual, before we get started on the main quest, I'm not sure what hit me. Before we get started on the main quest, let's grab the side quest. That way we can do all the quests at the same time. So you can see we have to release souls from the Soul Well, defeat Magians, defeat Soulless Victim, but let's grab the little investigation first, and then we can get started.
Hoppy, the baboon-headed god of the north,
The
seeks
soul
out the
glow's
dead
power
who dwell
must
in the
be delivered
afterlife.
to combat.
So it shouldn't be that difficult. I guess part of the challenge will be to compete with maybe other players. Although there is a mission here that we could play first, I suppose.
The soul glow's power must be delivered to combat.
And I forget what this car is supposed to be, but basically it's part of the side quest, if I recall correctly. That was simple.
Rise, rise and protect the soul well for Faust.
Let's pull back a little bit.
The Soul Globe's power must be delivered to Kondak.
And you can see a whole bunch of those zombies kind of look like a lesser version of Solomon Grundy. It happens.
Rise, rise and protect the soul well for Faust. The wells brim with soul. Rise, rise and protect the soul well for Faust.
Oh, we can see our friend here has the Aquaman Trident. Either he got lucky and got it in the Aquaman mission, or he just bought it from the broker, which is by far the easiest option. Obviously, if you are a free-to-play player, buying stuff from the broker may not seem like a good idea. But if you're a legendary player, there's a lot of stuff that's much easier to purchase just from the broker.
Rise, rise and protect the soul well.
So we should be almost there. After that, we'll just have to defeat some. Actually, we're almost there again for the soulless victims. So this should be our last one.
Globe's power must be delivered to Kondak.
Oh yeah. So let's get out of here. Oh, there's also a few objectives on the rooftop. I should have probably showed you those. But it seems simple enough to just do them at street level.
Faust is obsessed with gaining the flame of life. There's no way he'd resurrect Isis out of the good of his heart. He doesn't have one. He's up to something.
So as you can see, we got a new weapon, and it's a little bit better than what we have, so let's equip it. Let's move on to the next part of the mission.
Souls through a portal to Kondak in the middle of campus at the archaeology building. Find the portal so we can stop this ritual before it's too late.
Sadly, this is only, I would say bait and switch. I'm not sure how to properly explain
the
it.
magic in Faust's barrier will let only his soulless through. We must disguise you.
So basically, you have to go to the objective,
it will not be pleasant.
only to realize that you cannot enter.
Is stocked with Kandaki relics that may help.
So we have to go over there in actuality. But don't worry, we'll have to go back to the school. There's a whole bunch of zombies we're gonna have to fight over there, and we're even going to be transformed into a zombie. And I guess we're going to see the new model for Etrigan. Just checking. It's been a while since I've been here, so I'm just checking if there's some hidden gems.
Hey, can you hear me? I'm stuck up here. It's the zombie apocalypse down there. They've already taken out a couple of supers. No way I'm opening these doors until those things are gone.
So let's grab a little side quest here.
Joker's clowns held me up 2 weeks ago, made me stash some of those crazy boxes of his. They're full of that gas stuff he makes. I'm afraid those zombies will set them off and gas the place.
Pay for this. You will
So you see there's some gifts here that we can destroy. And there's also some artifacts we're going to be able to collect. Like most maps, there's a handful of objectives we can do here.
Dude, there are billions of those things down there. They ain't too much for you, are they?
There's another to grab the
Dissertation.
investigation.
Falcon-headed god of the West, Kebasenoweth, ensures the safety of the dead on their journey back from beyond.
As you saw, there's a little chesty chest. In case this is your first video, there's a whole bunch of chests in various missions like this one. So let's open it. Sometimes we get some goodies, sometimes not so much. It happens. And there is a feat for opening those chests. So if you open like 50, you get a feat. If you open 100, you get a feat. And the top feat is, I think it's 1,000. So don't hesitate to open those chests. You need a lot of them. You can see the huge zombie over there, or the huge mummy actually. Which I suppose they could count as a zombie. What's the line again? They're zombies with a fashion sense, or something like that.
Door stays closed until you clear out these things. There are a ton up here already.
So just checking if there's something hidden here. Nope. So let's continue. And you can throw those crystals if you really want to. I was going to say it probably works better if you have some weaponization rating, but it worked well enough. Let's try another one, just for fun. Oh, missed. It happens. So let us continue. If you've been playing DC Universe Online for a while, this map has been reused a couple of times. There's one mission where we have to go fight Hawkman, and in such a map. Oh. And probably others I failed to mention. But as you can see, we're a bit higher level than the NPCs. Our character is level 28, and you can see the NPCs are level 25. So it does give us a bit of an edge. But you can see the NPCs also can throw the rocks, so it can hurt a bit.
All right, it's dinner time.
Aw, she's so mean, attacking us from behind. No wonder she's a villainess. Oh, let's grab one of the stones, because we can. If you like throwing stuff around, sadly there's a lot of missions that don't really have anything you can throw. But there's certain things you can carry with you like some trinkets that you can carry that will allow you to throw stuff around. So within some of those, I was going to say barrels, but I'm not sure what they're supposed to be, some containers, you do have some artifacts that you have to find. And I wonder... Nah, there's nothing here. There's an evil villain. There's a gift here. And there is another one. There is I was going to say secret room. Not really secret. It's just not obvious how you can gain access. Where is it again? I think I'm thinking of another map. Or not. No, it's not here. I forget. Oh, here it is. Should have checked at the minimap sooner.
Sucker! This game is on.
And if you need to, I think there's a... Oh, we got him. Could have sworn there was a healing barrel somewhere nearby.
Dissertation notes. The god of the sky, Horus, has the authority to return a soul from beyond death.
I guess we're done here. So let's go upstairs. So there's other containers upstairs that you can open.
Faust minions swarm inside.
I guess this was it.
You must collect their ichor. Combine with the effects from those Kandaki artifacts. This should temporarily loosen your soul just long enough to do what must be done.
So we should be done here, but as you saw, there's no reason not to defeat the enemies. They give not that many XPs, but they give a bit of XPs. So let's start
I'm not
off in
moving
here.
from this very spot. People lost their minds out there.
Oh, we don't need to talk to him. So I guess we're done here. Could have sworn there was an exit somewhere up here. Again, I'm probably thinking of one of the other missions that are happening in this map. Like there's one mission where the exit is over here, I think. There's another one where the exit is up here. Oh well. So let's get out of here. And let's do it the hard way. I guess I could warp to the watchtower and then go to the police station, but nah. So let's complete our mission.
Separating you from your soul is the only way to take out the deathless obelisks Faust is using to protect his portal. And hey, look on the bright side. If you don't have one, Faust can't steal it, right?
And before we talk to Etrigan, let's grab the side quest.
How about hot dogs?
And now let's talk to Etrigan. Could have sworn they had tweaked his model. Or maybe they did a long time ago and I just forgot.
You will need to
Could
leave
be.
your soul with the demon Etrigan. He waits for you near Faust's deathless obelisks. He wants Faust to gain power no more than we do. A test with my lasso has proved he will keep your soul safe.
So you can see there's a few abilities that you have. This one you will knock the ground like that. This one here, I'm not sure exactly what you do, but it seems to do a bunch of damage. Let's try it again. The third one, you do some sort of backhand, I think. We didn't really see it, so let's try again. The fourth one is some sort of healing that you have. You do some sort of life drain on your opponent. The other one is just a straight up healing. And the last one, it turns you back into your old self. You don't want to do that until you're done with the mission. Let's grab a little investigation here.
Dissertation notes. The consent of Anubis is required for any travel from beyond the afterlife.
So here there's a whole bunch of objectives we need. The hot dog carts. Oh, that was not sure what our friend did, but it defeated a whole bunch of evil zombies.
Never defeat me.
And of course you can just attack using brawling if you like. Here there's a whole bunch of enemies, so very easy to attract a whole bunch of opponents without meaning to. But you can use the obelisk as some sort of cover in order to be able to click on it. But in the end, you're gonna have to get rid of at least some of the witches that are attacking you, or even some of the zombies. Because as you can see, there's a lot of them. And there's also a quest with the students. But I guess you have to finish the main quest first before it unlocks that. So let's try and do that. So again, you see those obelisks, you have to click on them and then you have to destroy them. So you have to do that a couple of times. Usually I come up here, it's a bit easier up here, there's fewer enemies that will follow you. So being up here, you just have a couple of mages to defeat, and then you can click on your obelisk and destroy it with no problem. And you have to be transformed into a zombie to do that, I think. Could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure you have to be a zombie. So the player that you saw that wasn't a zombie probably isn't getting the objectives, but I could be mistaken. Maybe you can do it without being a zombie. I have to admit, never really tried. Every time I always transformed into a zombie. So you could stay up here to try to wait for the obelisk to respawn, or you can just decide to be brave and come here and fight a million mages and zombies to get your objective. So we need just one more obelisk. So let's see if we can get this one.
Wow, don't you look totally decomposed? You'll blend right in. For Faust to raise Isis, he'll be surrounded by soulless powering the flame of life.
Oh, hot dog. Thought we weren't done yet. So you have to do the hot dog mission first, and then you can save the students that are captured in the magic cubes, is the closest I can think of. So if you don't want to end up fighting a whole bunch of enemies, you can just stay up here and take your time. As you can see, the zombie don't run very fast, but you can have access to the hot dog cars over here. So we need just one more. I have to admit, the healing doesn't heal very much, it seems. So with a bit of luck, the hot dog cart should have respawned on the other side, unless, of course, someone else took it. And you can see our friend pulling a whole bunch of mages behind him. So we can either be patient and wait. There it is. So we didn't have to wait all that long. So let's complete that mission. Oh yeah, level 29. It's worth it to complete the mission just for that. And now we have the other part of the mission, sort of, where we have to save 10 trapped students. Again, we can do it much more easily by just staying up here and going from one side to the next. And saving the students.
You came just in time. They're stealing our souls.
We're probably going to end up fighting at least a few magus.
That was close. They were gonna
But
take our
it's usually a bit easier if we stick up here.
Thanks. I don't know what the zombies were going to do.
So by the time we run back to the other side, some of the students should have respawned. But I guess not. Oh yeah, they have.
You came just in time. They're stealing our souls.
So with a bit of luck, we're going to be really close to level 30 by the time we're done here. If we're very, very lucky, we will be level 30. But before I start doing level 30 stuff, I will probably complete the main mission. We'll see. Like some of you guys have been asking what to do once we reach level 30, so I'll probably make a video about that.
That was close. They were gonna take our souls.
And we need only one more. So let's go and do that.
That was close. They were gonna take our
So let's go back to our main mission. So once we're done with that, we can just go to the Gotham University. So let's do that. And in order to be able to enter, we have to remain a zombie. If you guys recall, the last time we came here, we were sent backward. I'm not sure how to properly phrase it. But now that we're a zombie, we should be able to enter, no problem. We won't be rejected by the school, sort of.
The bones of Isis lie in a tomb deep below. Black Adam and Faust have begun the ritual to give her life. We must move quickly.
There is a duo version of this mission. What you probably should do is try to pull them over here so that you don't get surrounded. But yeah, you decide. Basically, you have to survive, I forget, a handful of waves of evil zombies. And you can see they're throwing benches and stuff like that. And now we have to fight the big boss. Strange, his weapon doesn't appear. Oh, there it is. He's using like some sort of big axe. Or polearm. Never sure. Oh yeah. We got a skill point. That's so sweet. Just looking around to make sure I didn't forget anything. It's been a while since I've been here. And there is a duo version of this mission, so sometimes it's a bit confusing what's part of the duo, what's part of the solo, especially if you didn't play the mission for a long time. But sensibly, the missions are pretty much the same, but there's a few different NPCs. For the duo, usually when you reach this point, there's a boss at some point. I don't think we have the boss for the solo.
You shall pay for this.
Let's I'm not sure what those are for. I think they're part of a mission, a side quest if you're an evil villain, but I have to admit, I can't recall. Oh, a little chesty chest. Again, the top feat is like 1,000 of those treasure chests, so you're gonna have to break a lot of them. Let's grab one of those. So as you can see, there's a lot of cucaracha. So using the little exploding stone might be a good idea. we go. Oh, let's assign our skill point before we continue. Ooh, 2 skill points. There we go. Oh, let's grab a little stone because we can. Sometimes it doesn't seem to do very much. It happens. So you can see P-Pulse works kind of well enough against a small horde of enemies.
A fresh soul.
I'm not sure who wanted to invite me to a group. Let's take a look at the cape we got. Oh, it's a tank cape. I'm so sad. Let's continue. And then do a duo version, there's a big boss that we have to fight over here. And there's also ambush bug that we get in the duo. I will show you where he is. Usually there's our friend ambush bug somewhere up here. I forget exactly where. I think it's somewhere like up here. And sometimes also, we already got the little chesty chest, but sometimes the chest is also somewhere up here. So you may want to have a look just in case. Oh, there he is. Not sure why. Oh. There we go. You have to defeat all the enemies before you can continue. Or so it seems. And as you attack the mummy over there, there's a swarm of evil scarabs that attack you. So ideally you want to have attacks that will damage a lot of enemies. Or even better, incapacitate a lot of enemies.
Everything is in place. Stand back, Black Adam, and watch your love return to our world.
Faust, what trickery is this? She does not live. Her flesh, it's rotting.
Give her more of your powers. Do not hold back.
Growing
Poor Black Adam.
so weak.
The powers of Shazam are mine. Poor, pitiful Black Adam. Now merely Death Adam. Forever.
Faust, what have you done?
These vines will hold you close to me, dearest Adam.
If I recall correctly, we have a few different waves with her. Where she'll summon a whole bunch of enemies. So basically we have to survive wave after wave, then we fight her, then we survive waves of enemies, then we fight her. We have to do that a few times.
Your Your soul fills me with power.
Almost there. Could have sworn there was more than one wave. Guess not.
Shazam! Help me! You are lucky that I do not kill you here and now. You and Faust will both pay for what you have done.
Now let's go for the chest piece. And we're going to skip the movie. If you guys want to see some of the cinematic, I have a video called DC Universe Online the Movie. So if you just look at that, you should be able to see. I don't think I have all the cinematics, but I have a whole bunch of them. I might make a new version at some point where I'll try to have all the cinematics. We'll see. I'm not sure if it's possible with one character, so I'll probably have to use multiple characters.
Dissertation notes. The goddess of motherhood and magic and the protector of the dead, the breath of Isis pushes the penitent past the veil.
Let's look around quickly to make sure there's not something else. Let's complete our mission.
Despite his evil actions, I pity Black Adam's grief for the woman he loved. May Aphrodite grant him
Let's go
peace
back to the
from
police
heartache.
station.
As for you, you have triumphed over the tyranny of death and revealed Faust's treacherous lies. You have served justice today, my friend.
Ah, she's so sweet. Let's grab the whole collection here. And we got a Shazam time capsule. And the gear in the Shazam time capsule is pretty much the same as what you're seeing here on our friend Captain Marvel.
You stopped Faust from stealing the power of Shazam. And Black
The one
Adam
distinction
has
is
lost ISIS once
how
again.
the colors are
I hope
separated.
he learns from this and does not take revenge.
Like you can see, our friend Captain Marvel has some white on his emblem. Sadly, if you put some white on the emblem, it puts some white on a whole bunch of the style of the chest piece. So sadly, you can't exactly reproduce the colors that you see here, but you can get pretty darn close. Let's answer to our friend Shazam. So let's go complete our mission.
I've got an urgent call from Fire in the East End police station. She spotted OMAC cyborgs in Gotham and is calling in for backup. Batman is already on the alert. Talk to Fire and she'll contact you when you're on site.
So the pants were good only for the style. That's good enough. So let's go to the Gotham East End police station. So the mission with Fire is the mission quest. The storyline with Fire is pretty much the last mission we have. before we have to play the final mentor mission. So basically, we're going to be fighting the evil OMAC. We'll do that next time, and then we're gonna have to fight a whole bunch of androids for the final mentor mission. But I'll show it to you. Next time we'll play Fire's mission. We'll fight a whole bunch of OMACs, and then the one after that. By then we'll probably be level 30 by the time we're done with the next mission, and then we'll play a whole bunch of mission for our friend Batman. So that is pretty much it for now, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.